Bellerland on the warboard. Will you kick him from? He's having the loading bug.
So I should say that it took me 2 minutes, but it did eventually work for me.
It did it for us last time for 14 minutes, and he had to kick us.
Valerian is in group 6.
Got him.
So perfect. So let me.
Where is Ned? Oh, okay. Hex and Ned are still in the same room.
All right, so you kicked him.
If you are new to this, you can press L to move groups. I know some people didn't know that last night. L to move army groups.
Group 5, Group 10. You are the siege team. You are basically you're gonna make sure that siege shit is running and have fun blowing people up and shit. The repeaters, until they get to the doors, only run the repeaters. Nothing else is worth running. Not the cannon. If they get close, if they get past the pads, if you look out in front of the fort, there's 2 little wooden pads areas. If they get close past those pads, then the cannons are useful. But I definitely recommend sticking with the repeaters.
But cannons destroy their siege and blow people on the points as well, right?
If they can reach them, our siege equipment has a firing arc that may not be useful at the beginning if it is a cannon.
I see. Got it.
Where are the repeaters? Am I looking the wrong place?
I know. The repeaters are the most forward placements possible, so they're the big Gatling gun-looking thing.
It literally says repeater turret, tier 2.
Yeah, actually looks like they're all unfortunately manned already.
I see. There you go.
There's only. Listen to me. The 10 siege team is not everybody running a gun. The 10 siege team is some people running a gun and some people running ammunition or repairs because you have to keep it repaired.
Or healing people that are on turrets.
So if you're on the siege team, not only will you be able to use the siege, repair the siege, and reload the siege, but you can also use your ranged weapons from the walls as well if you're not running that shit. So just FYI, you will be useful the entire war.
So group 5 do the south side. We'll man the south side of the keep, and then group 10 do the other side.
Your guys are probably gonna be bouncing back and forth too as they swap because
there's gonna
be probably one main force pushing B constantly, which is the dead center, and then there's gonna be a flanking group that's bouncing back between A and C that we're gonna probably need a lot of support. So just you guys will probably have to go with the ebbs and flows.
Okay.
And let's listen to the call outs of the people who are on the floor out there, and you guys may see things that you can adjust to, but I know people on the floor will be like, okay, they're leaving B, they're pushing A, swap there. You guys can do accordingly.
All right, so like I said, we're not going to mute everybody in this Discord. I just need everybody to, again, every information that's said needs to be war relevant, and relevant information from the siege tower is like, I see a flank moving that the main bio ball might not see. Other than that, I don't care about your 360 no scope. I don't care about your headshots. I don't care about anything else. None of that bullshit. We can talk about it after the 30-minute war. Only relevant information. So if you think you're gonna not be able to hold true to that, then keep yourself muted and only unmute yourself for the purpose of telling us relevant information. But other than that, we're not going to mute every single person because we do want that relevant information to be said. One more thing for the siege team. We have absolutely no idea what these horns of resilience do, but definitely use them so we can figure that out. And when you do figure it out, so that way we know for future reference. So I did put one up on each side, one south side, one north side. They're pointed to the side. I don't know if they're aiming specific. I have no idea other than the fact that they're there. I put them there, so if they're useful, great. If they're not, then don't worry about them.
I do see a couple repeaters that do not have people on them right now that are pointed outwards. So please man your weapons.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep. Yes, now we can hear you.
It's purple. When you blow the horn, you get increased healing and defensive buffs. There's a cooldown though.
For 3 minutes, I believe, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Is that like area specific or just for the person that blows the horn?
It's for the like a duration for everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last night they blew it at 3 minutes left, so I think like the last 3 minutes.
Do I have any other musket players with me here?
Bannard is a musket player. He does not have any ammunition, I believe.
He's part of the siege team. You're part of the siege team, Bannard. So you're staying on the walls no matter what. Because you're low level. But anywhere, like everybody between 30 and 35, I took those names that I saw the number of their level and I put them on the 5 and 10 siege team.
Cool.
Jay,
initial push. Drac, initial push.
There's only a few people from. Oh, never mind. I guess we're all here. South side.
Sorry, say that again about the initial push.
Initial push, are we 50 versus 50B like last time? Or are we want to initiate some sort of like flank with one of the higher level groups, or like they did to us last night? Or what do we think?
I was going to suggest that because I think groups 3 and 4 are probably like the highest combined total groups.
Yes.
I think we talk with like Team A is groups 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and then Team B is groups 3 and 4. We can make call outs, and you've done a lot of this. Maybe you kind of like call out flanking opportunities where you can get side swipes with your 10 high level people as everyone else is just kind of being, distracting in front. I think that's a good way to approach it, because groups 5 and 10, that's our siege groups. I'm not even doing that. So 3 and 4, they're high level. Gret's had a lot of experience in this. I think if you want to start calling out like, Team B,
okay,
come to this point. Port Team C, Port C, Port C.
There's one open repeater on the south side.
If they make it past the door, siege teams, if they make it past the door, we need people manning these cannons, the inside cannons. So there's one cannon on each side, one south side, one north side. That's going to be really valuable splash damage for the funneling that comes through whatever the open door happens to be. Make sure those guns stay repaired, loaded, and manned as long as possible if they happen to get past the door.
So 2 things. Number 1, I am also going to be on siege. I'm 34 in heavy armor. Number 2, the back gates can be attacked if you are unaware. There is oil and 1 repeater up on each of the back gates. In order to get up there so that you can shoot down at them, you have to take the steps on the sides. You can see there's gates in the back. So we just need to keep an eye out to make sure that nobody's flanking those back gates. If they are, just call it out. That's an example of good, relevant information.
And if you do call out that relevant information as the siege team, make sure that you're the one manning that oil and repeater in the back to keep them from doing any work back.
To be clear,
and say that you're doing that
first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are we completely ignoring A and C in the beginning?
At the initial, they will more than likely push B, because if they get a good push B and take B, the war's pretty much over.
If they decide to split, who's the split up crew?
Well, I was just going to say, we won't have to split very much, because Lomesh is going to, while Lomesh is on the wall, he's going to be the location of the enemy cluster's shot caller. So he'll be like, we're going to be pushing B, but if he's like, there's a large contingent going towards A, there's a large contingent going towards C. The bio ball will react to Lomesh's call, just FYI, because he'll have the eagle eye view from the ramparts. If he does nothing else but call that information out, that's what needs to happen. Like somebody from the ramparts noticing where the collection of people are going, he's going to call that out, and then the bio ball just react. If it's only one group going to A, for example, then group 3 or 4, if they're not already doing something, should be the ones to answer that call. And the bio ball stays together to make sure that the enemy bio ball has something keeping them busy the entire time, in addition to the siege being rained down on them.
Alright, groups 3 and 4 go to the west side. We will be flanking the right side of them. Just groups 3 and 4. So that should be Ollie's group.
1 minute warning.
1 minute warning.
Alright,
So
if you're not part of 3 and 4, get to the middle door. We're going to push out the middle door bio ball.
I'm just going to grab this one behind low mesh. No one grabbed it.
Groups 3 and 4, west side, should have 10 people here.
If we can push it back to the fort,
8.
what should we buy?
If we get pushed back to the fort, a lot of people can buy ammunition bags at that point too, by the way.
Haste potion.
Get mines as well.
Yeah, mines too.
Plant mines at the doors.
You can plant them anywhere, yeah, like definitely behind the doors would be a good idea.
If you're the bio ball group,
Around
it's not a bad idea to get mines. If you're in the flank group, it's probably a good idea to get haste pots.
10 seconds.
Let's go, let's go.
5 seconds, here we go. Remember, try to keep the low ball chatter down to a low, please. Yes, I want you on a piece of siege. I've already said that like 3 times.
Sheep. Go.
Go wide, guys. You go wide.
It's like they've gone,
They're moving towards A. Yeah, they're moving towards A.
Hard A.
Bio ball's going A.
Alright, group, follow me.
Need to leave one group watching B.
Put a haste pine on top of it.
We will be.
They got a group flanking around behind A as well. They got a group flanking. Come behind, get the rear. Gotta get bodies.
Yeah, get on the point.
Use your food buffs to make healing more effective.
10 seconds.
They're dropping trade. They're dropping siege. They're dropping siege.
Our siege focus their siege, and we are hitting them right now.
Gotta
They're
get bodies
largely
on
on
that
it.
point, guys. They're
Gotta
taking
get
it.
bodies on it.
You can't just stand on. You just can't stand behind it, guys.
We're wiping them from the back right now.
The heals on the point.
He stayed at the backside. We need siege. Mute yourself, man.
There's a repeater on the left.
Group B stayed at the backside.
They're about to take A. We need help with it.
Get bodies on there.
You need to be on the point, team. On the point.
To the backside. To the backside.
They're pushing B. They're pushing B now.
Alright, Group B. Group B. You guys need to push towards A. Push into A. You have to push into A because they're hitting us back. Push into A.
Bioball to B.
Push to B.
Bioball to B. Bioball to B.
Need res.
Group B, stay on A.
8 spots to B. Get over there quick. Get bodies on the
As
point.
much siege focus on B as we can, guys.
Yeah, we need people shooting B.
Get your
I
bodies.
see 2 people standing right next to it. Use the siege equipment.
Alright, Group B, push towards
Get on B, guys. They're about to take it.
Take out their siege, boys.
We need cannons can hit B. Shoot B. They got B.
As many heals are coming on B.
Every big siege. Yep.
Siege up on A.
They're on C, we need bodies.
Help at C now.
Get in the circle, get in the circle. I have a huge ice shower. And all the ice shower.
Bravo.
5 man. On A.
Okay, Group B, go to A. Give them these spots.
Yep. 2 groups up.
A's going down.
C's safe.
They have a shit ton. Their whole Zerg is A. Whole Zerg.
We're moving A from C.
They have it. It's
Okay, let's rotate. Just hold C. So this is actually the easiest thing to do now. So if they choose to push C, we just need to hold 1 point. We don't need to do any more rotations.
Be aware though, they may try to push A since they have spawn there. Just push the door.
Knock their siege out. Just take us out. To reload your turrets up top. You're part of that sniper group. You should be getting behind them. Big team.
Where are they pushing?
Grab them on the point. Grab them on the point.
Push the C. We need heavy siege on.
Backpedaling.
Need to reload that cannon.
You can on there.
Pushing in, push in, push in.
All siege should be on that point. Grab on point, grab.
Push it, push it. You're pushing him right now. You're pushing him, you're pushing him. Get on it, get on it, get on it, get on it. Push C, push C, push C.
We can get their cannons at the moment. Before they come back.
Flank left.
Here we go, they're coming C.
Stay around a little bit, spread a little bit. Guys, we want to push them. We want to push them off the point and let them get off. Let them secure. We want to push them off the point here. Don't let them sit on it. You don't want to get stuck in the ship.
That's why Group B is going to stay to the right-hand side of the road, guys.
Where are you?
Just keep on the point. Take the guys off who are in front.
Group B, stay to the right-hand side.
Jack, I got you!
Group B, stay to the right-hand side. We don't have to push into them necessarily.
I got you!
Hey, you guys see how they're rotating around us to the left? Stay to the right side of them. We're just getting
Anybody off too close.
Remember, you can buy stuff from the points too.
Yeah, when you respawn, you can respawn the fort to buy more stuff. Landmines would be good near the door.
Let's come back a little bit.
You can get them from the flag.
You can buy stuff from the flag.
Get landmines. Get landmines.
They're pushing the south gate.
Good call out.
Group B, siege on the left, siege on the left, siege on the left, siege on the left, siege on the left. That's what siege on the left, siege on the left.
Alright, Group B, stay to the right-hand side of them always. Essentially just not letting them pull out.
Siege on the left, siege on the left here.
Yeah, it looks like it's their elite squad here pushing south. We have limited siege equipment up over here.
Bodies on the right.
We got people behind us. Sniper team, look out behind us. Everybody stay on the point.
Please reload and repair siege equipment that is on the walls.
Good push. They're pushing on right now.
Yeah, they're on C. We need to get C push, C push.
Group B, come back to the back to the deep that we need to clear out these rebel group. They're trying to clear us.
We have lost all siege equipment on the south side. Effectively,
Bodies on.
They have a repeater that
Who's on it?
Behind our flank. They're gonna take C. We need to push on C, please.
Get on. Buy some landmines, drop them. Put them on your inventory.
actually, Ice Gauntlet, get out of there. Let me repair that. It's going to destroy it.
Elite team, get those repeaters down.
What the fuck? I can't interact with it. Can you interact with it? Got it.
Grab roll going down. Grab roll going down. 3, 2. Throw down. Ball here.
We need like 30 more people on. Not just 1 or 2, 30.
Don't be afraid, guys. Get
We need to dump oil.
How's the southeastern gate?
One way vote.
Still attacking?
Rebel going down.
They're still attacking southeast.
Check. Or not.
Group B, run back. Group B, run back.
Disable your fucking execute. Walk forward, please.
Couple of point.
All right, Group B, we're wrapping around the left. We're wrapping around the left. Group B.
Gotta get C, guys. Get on C. You gotta push C. Gotta push C. They're on C. Get C. Don't C.
Peter, trying to get around that left-hand side.
Good job. Bodies on. Grab one. Good. Nice play. Keep him pushed off the point. Come on.
Doing good, guys. Keep up the good work.
Buy mines. Plan.
You need to repair siege equipment if it gets low on health. We have to be off of it to do so. We lost a lot of siege equipment because nobody repaired it.
Group B, I'm next to the team right now, and they have a towards B point. And they're killing our siege players.
They got siege behind the trees. They got siege behind the trees to the southwest. That walk.
Bodies up, like towards B point. Trying to kill these people that are killing our siege players.
Ignore him.
Yeah, leave him. Go B
Hex,
point.
can you repair that one?
No, we need to fight C right now. We need to fight C.
These C players.
They're pushing C pretty hard, guys. We need more bodies on C.
Big grab on C.
Very hard pushing C right now.
Full bodies on C. Full bodies on C.
They're ticking C. They're ticking it. We need more people at C.
We need more people on C. We can't stop it. We need more people than them on C. It's the only way to stop it. Put your ass on.
Peter wide open.
Yep.
Alright, if you respawn forward, they just took C. If you respawn forward, we gotta start manning this shit.
Uh-oh.
15 minutes, guys. We can still get this. Hold it.
Remember, the most upgraded thing we got is the doors, so keep them off the doors as long as best you can.
Get mines behind the door. Mines behind the door.
Yes, buy mines, put them behind the door, whatever door they see.
Now they're at the C door.
C door.
Get repairs on.
C door, kill their... Huge
AoE point.
Use those cannons.
Use the oil. Cannon, use the cannon. The gate's open.
One's down. Grab on. All heals on door. We're going in.
One's flanking back door.
3 guys in B door.
Group B, go to the middle door, just a couple. Everyone else stay C door.
Don't get those landmines, guys. Lace the entire inner ground with landmines.
Yes,
Currently at the oil limit.
Keep funnels here. Grab on.
Same color.
Go to B door. On the right hand side.
Grab on door.
Storm out, storm out.
We got plenty right at the door. We're fine. Group B only. Be weary of the right hand side. That right corner.
Get a snipe team, get this repeater down. Where's our flank team?
Group B push out. We're like 10 versus 20.
Is anybody called southeast door open? The back door?
We got back door open.
Yeah, back door open.
Yeah, I see it. Back door open. Southeast door open.
We're south door now.
Okay, hey, don't just leave the door open. The big door over here. They still got people. We still need people watching this.
Doing some heals on the door.
Group B there on the door.
Pushing through on south.
Good job. Good hold.
Do we want one of the siege groups to watch left side, back side door?
Yep.
I don't know how much siege we have left up top for them to even do it.
Those cannons on the inside need to be paid more attention to now.
Ollie, I'm with you. Guys, Group B, wrap around towards C door. Wrap around towards C door. There's still a lot outside that we can kill. We can wipe.
Grab one on door, grab one.
There's about 4 or 5 out back now.
A door is almost broken.
There's a guy behind us up top, guys. On our tower.
Group B, push this hard. Group B, push this hard. We're pushing C door.
I am a monster.
And there's a guy on the repeater. C.
A door is
Alright, C is pretty clear. C is kind of...
Went down.
Get my eyes from on YouTube.
pushing him out. Pushing him out. Pushing him out.
Got Finn back.
My eyes.
They're pushing on A. Pushing on A side.
Yeah,
I'm holding them off with ice.
We're just gonna keep wrapping around here from
Hey, get the A, get
I'm
the
going
A.
down on A, guys.
Group B, we're still wrapping around the right. You can see there.
More mines if you can.
Back door closed.
They put a repeater up in front of you.
Base spots, guys, stick around.
There's a in front of B as well.
Yes, haste pods, please.
Keep preparing shit. Prepare space.
Jobu, you're out of ammo. Get off the can.
Guys, we got flanked from behind.
I just don't know how 2 guys are killing 20 siege players. Group B, still wrapped around towards A. We have a guy on the repeater right now. Guys, go on the repeater. Can you guys push out if you choose right now? Go around the A side or no?
We can't put that A. We just.
I killed the guy on the repeater at A. I killed both guys on the 2 repeaters at A.
We're doing good, guys. 10 more minutes. That's it.
Repair doors also.
Dude,
Heals on these doorways, heals on the doorways.
Need help on the repeater guy again?
Back up B. We have to B. They're really good.
This door just went down, backside, another one just went down.
We got a lot of people pushing A.
Yeah, majority's A.
More landmines near the flag if you can. More landmines near the flag.
He's down.
We need someone on oil for A.
Sir, coming through B door.
Someone get on oil, A,
B
please.
door, guys. B door. Full focus, B door.
Couple people poking their heads at C, just have what?
I'm waiting on a grab well for my AoE.
That was not a
They're
Zerg,
they're
though.
coming. They're coming through A.
Breaking through the
Getting
door.
heavy push, guys.
Respawns are getting hard. You gotta stay alive. Respawns are getting long.
A door now. Rotate A door. My AoE, my ice.
Their ice as well. Stay alive.
Watch out, don't stand in front of the open doors. The siege is still shooting people. Just have to walk around the line inside the open door.
Bravo. On A.
Going in big.
5 man comes through B. 5 man.
5 man through B, yeah.
They're all iced up here on A
Big
side.
stones up here. Big stones up here. He heals up here.
Yep, breaking that. Drop all your shit. Wait for them. They're gonna try to do all at once.
The back door behind us.
Right outside B door, every one of them's like 20%. Set up a cannon right at B door. Like they set up a cannon right outside B door.
At this point, guys. Center door getting shaken out.
There's people on our back wall.
Center door's
Yeah,
having trouble,
there's
guys.
4 or 5 people on our back.
There's 4 guys on our back wall. We should try to clear them.
Our point's in trouble. See if you can plant mines on the side.
There's a lot of siege equipment that is not being utilized right now.
If you were assigned to siege, you should still be on siege. That has not changed.
There's only like 5 pieces of siege equipment alive right now. Why are 3 of them unused?
Mines down, mines down.
They've landed the bomb on our siege.
Yep. Killing everyone.
We gotta hold 7 more minutes, guys. We gotta hold this shit.
Good.
AoE's on the
front
center.
door, AoE front door, B door, B door, B door, B door. Use AoE's on B door.
Our east southeast side, I've got like 4 people trying to hold up here.
Big heals in front.
There's 4 people in our back right now.
Do you have any horns up? Any people with horns?
I'm on the opposite side. I'm using horn right now.
Oh god.
Middle.
Heals in center now.
Someone refilled the cannon right there. Ned, you refill it?
I'm working big heals in center.
We do.
Center, guys. B door, B
Pushing
door.
in, they're pushing in.
This is huge for us, guys. 6 minutes.
We're pushing them back. We're pushing them back.
Keep pressure on. They still have
Refill the cannon.
Our sniper should be just the sniper.
Shoot balls, you motherfucker. Damage reduction, that's all I got.
There we go. AoE door, AoE the door. They're still pushing
More
the
mines
door.
up. Get more mines up. More mines. More
Yeah,
mines.
more mines. Get them on the center point.
Blood, push him back. I'll repair the door.
Grab wall and B door.
They're still pushing B door, guys. Still pushing B door, guys.
Guys, they have cannons on our point. When they have cannons on our point, get our snipe those cannons.
Yeah.
They push mid. Yep, they push mid.
Grab wall going.
Need more mines.
More mines.
Mines in the mid, not on the side.
Grab on the door.
Grab wells. Grab wells.
All AoE's indoors. All AoE's indoors.
Alright.
Keep going, keep going.
I'm coming back.
Good job, guys. Keep up that pressure middle. Keep it up.
Back C1.
They're pushing up middle now. They got a hard push middle. Nice siege.
Need bodies on the point. Need bodies on the point.
Point, we're gonna lose. Bodies on the point, we're gonna lose.
Everyone on point. Everyone's on point right now. Everyone drop 1 point. Drop 1 point.
Big heals, everyone. We need heals. We need heals. You guys got it. You guys got him on the push. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep the pressure going.
Everyone on point. Get on the point. I see about 10 people off the point right now.
People on it. Get there. Get there. Fucking get there.
Get on the point. It's all bodies, guys. More
I don't care if you're in light armor.
Right.
Get on it. If you're a light armor healer, you should be healing on the point.
Damn. I can't believe we lost. Fucking goddamn fucking.
It's those cannons, dude. We recognize we gotta kill those cannons. I'm trying to tell you. You can't let the siege go free. We have to have a snipe team killing that shit. The siege win.
Players.
Well, the problem
can't
is
do it alone.
we send our high-level players to the backside, and then you just have a bunch of lobies defending the midpoint B right there, where you have a bunch of their 50s killing everyone.
They had a lot of higher level.
Yeah, it's just an average higher level for them.
How many kills and deaths do you guys get?
24.
20 kills, 6 deaths, 90 assists.
Yeah, I got a high assist as well.
196k damage.
Oh man.
It looks like we could use more healing too. It looks like we only had two or three again.
And I got an important work call like 10 minutes into that, and was like only like able to have. I couldn't listen, which really hurt. Oof.
The only thing that matters is I beat Drac on the rankings.
Do what? I hate that we lost First Light. It was such a good fucking moneymaker for Texas. That really sucks.
Sitting there is like a huge zerg. It's not gonna work. Like we've got to split up these groups. I know. We gotta have that snipe team, but we've also gotta have split 1, split 2. I was putting that up in officer chat. Like we've got to have these teams floating around. It's great to have a front door, but once we all get AoE'd into Gravel, Frost shit, and we're all on a 40-second timer, like we're fucked.
Question: whenever everybody respawned, did you get to enjoy like a 20-second load time on top of your 30-second respawn?
Yes.
No, I did not.
Occasionally. It was pretty long in respawn.
I think you might need a new hard drive, man.
I'm running on an NVMe drive. Certainly not that.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
I'm still stuck in a loading screen right now.
Lomish, your damage was nuts.
Yeah, it's the siege equipment. I spent the majority of it on siege equipment. We lost a lot of siege equipment early because people were not repairing them, which allowed them to push much more easily, and then we seemingly had an abandonment of that siege equipment. I don't know where our sub-level 30s were or what they were doing, but I felt like I was the only one on the siege equipment for the last 10 minutes of that. I saw like 1 or 2 other people occasionally on a siege piece.
Greg, I will say I didn't know that there was a separate thing to get the repair stuff for the siege. So I found that out about probably maybe 5-6 minutes into it.
Okay, well, we have another defense tonight for Brightwood. This defense, we will have tier 3 repeaters. We will have a little bit less of them. We will be facing Marauders, though, which are by far the most overpopulated.
Should we try to do First Light quest right now, or are we done?
No, that's right. There's no reason to do First Light right now. Fort's still locked anyway.
Well, in any case, that was fun.
Brightwood's the last Covenant city.
Yep. Yeah, they lost Restless Shore before we...
Yo, hop in my Discord.